Hi, I'm Emily. I'm an American who recently moved to London, and I've been sharing my experience with you guys here on YouTube. Today I thought I would tell you everything I think that you need to know before moving to London. Some of this stuff is more of the boring admin stuff, some of it's a little bit more exciting, but I'm telling you, you need to know it all. So save this video, refer back to it, and also give it a like if you find it helpful. That really helps me out, so thank you in advance if you do that. I do want to preface this video by saying there are people that have lived in London much longer than me and probably know a lot more. But I just got here about 3 months ago, so everything is still really fresh up here, so I feel like I can give you very, detailed information because I still remember literally the day I moved here. First thing is a phone plan. So you might have already been doing research about this. Personally, I went through giffgaff. The thing that I wanted to mention about getting a UK phone number is that if you have any two-factor authentication things using your old number, make sure to change them before you switch out your SIM card for the new one, because if you get rid of that old number, you have no way to do the authentication thing whenever you're trying to log into something. I learned this the hard way, so try and avoid that at all costs if you can. Also, just to know, I do like giffgaff if you're looking into options. Next thing is a bank. So you might have already been looking into some different options. There's a lot out there. The two that I have looked into more thoroughly is Monzo and Starling. I got rejected from Monzo when I applied. I think it was because I tried to do it too early before I had all the documents from my school. So once you are rejected from Monzo, you can't try again. So I did end up going with Starling, and I really like it. I have no complaints about it so far. So I would recommend it, but just make sure that you do have all of your documents ready to go before you start applying. Another note about banks is that, as you may know, the conversion rate changes every day from dollars to pounds, and sometimes it can be a really bad rate, sometimes it's really good. So on the days that it's a pretty good rate, I will just transfer like a lump sum of money into my UK account. That way I know exactly what the conversion rate is going to be, and my daily spending doesn't fluctuate as much. Also, you're gonna spend more than you think you will, especially when you first get here, so just kind of keep that in mind. There's no way to prepare for how much, there's no way to know how much you're gonna be spending, but I'm just saying budget a little bit more than you might think. Oyster cards. So when I first got here, everyone was like, oh, you should get a student Oyster card, which might have been good advice if I use the tube every day. I don't have to commute to school. And I did end up getting the student card. It was £20, and there's no reduced student rates for a pay-as-you-go. You can only get the reduced rate for a monthly pass. For me, it wasn't worth it to do that at all, but look into it. I'm just saying you don't need it. I have a regular Oyster card. You can also use your contactless card, and they work just as fine. The reason I did decide to get an Oyster card is just because I feel, oh, here it is. How cute. I feel that it is a bit safer than having my contactless out, but you can also use the contactless on your phone and just tap in, and also make sure that you tap out whenever you're leaving the tube station. I actually, on the tube yesterday, there was a girl freaking out because she forgot to tap out on when she was switching trains. So anyway, it's not the end of the world if you forget. You can always contact TfL, but just remember, always be okay, gotta tap in, gotta tap out, gotta have your Oyster card ready to go, or your contactless ready to go every time that you're going in and out of stations. The bus, on the other hand, you don't have to tap out, just so you know. That could be kind of embarrassing if you're going out the front door to tap. You don't have to do that. Speaking of buses, so great. I'm from somewhere that doesn't really have great bus transportation, so I was a little bit wary about using the buses. They're so good. Always use them. Well, not always use them. If there's an option to do the tube or whatever, it's faster. Which brings me to a really good point. Download the City Mapper app. It's a lifesaver. It helps you get anywhere that you need to go, and it tells you if there's a closure on a line, if there's a delay, it's going to take longer. It'll just tell you the best routes to go. Also, while you're in tube stations, make sure that you stand on the right side of the escalator. You will get pushed out of the way if you don't. I don't have any experience with this because I've always been standing on the right side because I was told this in videos before I came. So make sure that you stand on the right side. I have seen people get very angry for people standing on the left. Okay, so if you're moving all of your belongings to a new country, you might have to ship an extra bag. I was moving by myself. It was not feasible for me to bring 2 big suitcases, so I ended up just bringing 1 suitcase and a carry-on, and then I had a bag shipped to me. So I use Send My Bag. I've talked about this in a couple of videos. I do have a referral link, so I'll link it. I think it's here. I don't know. Anyway, I will link it. I think you get 5% off if you use my referral, so that's great. You don't have to do it, but it is really helpful. It's a much cheaper option than sending things through USPS or UPS or whatever, and they help you with like the customs forms and all of that kind of stuff. So definitely look into it if you do need to send stuff over. Meal deals. So at Tesco and M&S and probably a couple other places, they have 3-pound meal deals, which are a really good deal. You can get like a salad, a sandwich, or like a pasta salad or something, some sort of main dish with crisps or a snack and a drink, all for 3 pounds. So it's a really good deal. I do that a lot during my breaks for class, or just even if I'm out and about and I'm like, I don't want to spend an exorbitant a lot on food. Pret coffee subscription. Everyone that knows me knows I'm obsessed with Pret, but basically the deal is that you can get up to 5 barista prepared drinks a day for 20 pounds a month, which is just ridiculous. So if you do the math, if you get like just one drink a day for 31 days, it's like 67p or something per drink, and they're usually like 3 pounds. It's a great deal, and if you drink coffee, get it. Also, you get the first month for free, so there's nothing to lose. Check into it. I'm telling you, it's a great deal. Is it the best coffee ever? No. Does it do the job? Yeah. And
I literally could like get a Pret before I get on my train, get on my train, get another Pret when I get to my location, walk around for a bit, get another Pret. Like I can get up to 5 a day. It's crazy.
Get in the habit of asking for student discounts. Anywhere that you go, just get in the habit of asking. It doesn't hurt to ask, and you might save, I think usually it's like about 10%, which isn't a lot, but it helps. Bring tote bags. Okay, you can see my little catbird one back here. I have a bunch of them just lying around my room because, first of all, it's not eco-conscious to always be getting shopping bags. They also cost like 5 to 10p here, and they're cute. So it's like threefold. I always carry my tote bag and then have an extra tote bag inside in case you want to like stop and go to the grocery, or you just have tote bags. Also, one of my favorite activities to do is go for walks, and I especially love going on walking tours. So I've gone on a couple through London walks, which I really love, but basically the whole point is you can get out and learn about what you're looking at while you're going on walks, and it's really helpful not only just to kind of like get yourself acquainted with the city, but just to like I said, know what you're looking at. Kind of on the note of exploring, it's okay to do things by yourself. I go on excursions all the time by myself. You might have seen some of my vlogs of me doing that. It's totally normal. It's fine. You can eat by yourself. Like, don't let being by yourself hold you back from anything, because to be honest, when you first move here, you might not make friends immediately. That's okay, but you still want to be doing stuff and not just sitting in your room. So get comfortable with being by yourself, and you'll probably have some really, really great days if you are confident enough to go out and just do stuff by yourself. Also, WhatsApp. You might already be familiar with WhatsApp, but if you're not, you should definitely download it. You can send free texts and calls and FaceTimes to international people. So I use that to talk to my family and friends back at home. My mom and I FaceTime on WhatsApp. It's just really great to have. Alright, so I think that's it. If you have any questions, like I said, leave them down below. I'll try to get back to everybody. Also, as I mentioned, please like this video if you found it helpful. That really helps me out. And subscribe if you want to see more videos. I will have my playlist of all my London videos linked down below. I also have videos from Florence, Italy when I studied abroad. I have a solo New York video. This is self-promotion time, so if you're done with the video, thank you for watching. But if you want more, you can go to TikTok and Instagram. And on Instagram, I've been doing kind of like day in my life stuff on my stories, which is fun. On TikTok, I'm doing what I'm calling the London Boy Tour, where I visit everywhere that Taylor Swift mentions in London Boy, and that's been really fun. I'm also going to try and do a full YouTube video about that as well. So like I said, subscribe, and that's all. Okay, I'm done rambling. Bye!